Good afternoon, Haruka. Okay, so let's wait. By the way, how are you? How are you, Haruka?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
You're welcome. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Okay, so let's wait for your other classmates to join before we start with our final test. Good afternoon, everybody. Poon, what's happening to your face? Okay, so everybody's ready? We will now start with our hands-on activity / final exam. Okay, our activity for today will serve as our final exam. So I will not teach all of it. I will just give you some codes, and then after that, you will finish the program or the app by yourself. Okay? So for today, students, we will create a calculator app on code.org, just a simple calculator app. I will show you an example. Okay, so this is a simple calculator app. Okay, so we have here, this one will be the answer. Okay, so as of now, it is 0 because we did not compute anything yet. And then we will have the text fields here or text input elements for the first number as well as the second number. We will just compute 2 numbers here. We will not compute 3 numbers or 4 numbers. Okay, just 2 numbers because we are just creating a simple calculator app. And also we have here 5 buttons, one for adding, one for subtracting, one for multiplying, and then one for dividing. And then we have here the clear or the reset button, okay, that will erase everything, okay? So this is the app that we are going to make today. So for example, I will enter 7 and then 5. Okay, so when I click add, the 2 numbers will be added. When I click subtract, the 2 numbers or the second number will be subtracted from the first number, and then when we multiply, then it will multiply the 2 numbers and then also divide and then clear to clear everything. Okay, so everybody please sign in to code.org and make a new project or create a new project, and then name your project as calculator final exam. Okay, and then after that, students, just create the design first. Okay, so we will have maybe 5 to 10 minutes to create the design. Okay, do not make it too very like attractive or beautiful. Okay, just simple design because we don't have enough time. Okay, you can choose here from the themes given. Okay, so for me, I will choose under the sea. And then for the answer, of course, it should be a label, students. Or I will change the theme. I don't like this one. Okay, so maybe I will just use the default or maybe the classic. Okay, so please create the design now. Okay, for the answer, it's just a label. Okay, so for the ID of the answer, name it as answer underscore LBL. And then for the text, just make it 0. It will change later once we compute the 2 numbers. Okay, and then you can make it bigger. Not too big though. And make sure to stretch it, students, so that there will be spaces later for, or just in case the answer is quite long. Okay, and then I will change the text alignment to center. And then two text input fields. Okay, so for the names or for the IDs, I will leave that up for you because it can actually be different from mine. Okay, just follow the design. For the ID, it's up to you what you will name for it, for those elements. Okay, so for this one, I will name it as num1 underscore input. And then for the first holder, placeholder, I mean just first number. By the way, the placeholder here, it will be erased when you type a number already. Okay, so it is just a guide. Okay, and then I will duplicate this one. By the way, you need to do it now because the deadline will be until 12 midnight already, because tonight I will finish encoding all of your points because I will submit it to the office tomorrow. Okay? Make sure that your IDs for these buttons are different from each other. Okay, so I'm done. I will give you 5 more minutes to finish your design. For those who just came in, Alice and PP, I just want to remind you that this is your final test or final exam. So you need to do this activity or else you will get 0 on your final exam. Who's done already with the design? You're done already? How about the others? I just want to make sure so that we can proceed. Okay. Actually, I'm talking here for quite a while. I didn't notice that I'm muted. Okay, so students, we will now go to coding. So everybody, please go to coding. Okay, so here, okay, the user will enter two numbers, right? The first number and the second number. And then the two numbers will be added, subtracted, multiplied, or divided, okay, based on the buttons that, or based on the button that the user will tap or click here. Okay, so let's have the add button first. Okay, so how do you add a function for the add button that it will do something? When you click on it or when you tap on it, what block are you going to use here? Anyone? How do you add a click function? Yes. What block are you going to use?
On event.
Okay, very good. So we have the on event. Okay, and then we are now doing it for the add button. Okay, and then inside of this on event block, of course, we need to get the number from this element and this element. Okay, so in that case, we will use the get number block later. Okay, but before that, we need to set this one first. Okay, so we will need to set this text using the set text, and then answer LBL or answer label or whatever ID you have there. And then after that, we will have the operator. Okay, so for the operator students, you can find it here under math. Okay, so we have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and other operators. But we will just focus on the four arithmetic operators. Okay, so we will have the add here. Okay, we will put this one inside of this one. Okay, so we will set the text of this one to the answer. But before we can get the answer, of course, we will get the number from this input field and then this one also. So in that case, students, you can go back to UI controls, and then after that, get number. And then the ID of your first text input. So in my case, I'm using num1 input, and then another one would be another get number block, and then for the num2 input. Okay, so let's try if this one works. 2 and 3. Okay, so as what you can see here, it displays the answer now. So that is how you are going to do it, students. Okay, so you need to set text, the answer label, and then use an operator. Okay, so in our case now, we are using the add operator because we are doing the code for the add button. And then to get the value of the numbers here, all you need to do is just use the get number block. Okay, do you understand? Okay, so for subtraction, multiplication, division, and clear button, you need to do this by yourself. Okay, so you have the clue now. Actually, the code is just the same. All you need to do is to change the operator. That's all. Okay, but just make sure you use the correct ID. Okay, you can do it by yourself. Still have time. And for the clear button, by the way, students, it's just the same with your scorekeeper app last time. So you may open that project and then check the code for the reset or the clear button. Okay, but first do the subtract, multiply, and divide buttons. Everybody's here today. Am I right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, everybody's here today. And I hope everybody will submit their work also. Again, students, please make sure that you are using the correct ID. And again, to identify the ID, just hover your mouse to that element and then it will display the ID. Okay? Please be careful on the IDs. If you use the wrong ID, then your code might not work. By the way, if you have any questions, you are free to ask. Okay?
Teacher,
Yes.
if we click clear button, it should be 0, right?
Yes, it should go back to 0, and this one also. It should have the
Okay.
first number and the second number placeholder. Is anyone done already? Oh, Haruka is done. Wow. Time check, 10 minutes.
Teacher.
Yes.
Firm text me that he do it in telephone. He doesn't have because he used notebook too
Okay.
soon.
Okay. And also, students, I just want to tell you that you don't need to worry because I will give you time to do it until 12 midnight. Okay? But if you can finish it now, then that would be better so that you will not have anything to do later. But if in case you will not be able to finish it during the class, then you can do it until 12 midnight. Who else is done aside from Haruka? Ode is also done. Okay, that's great. Others are still doing it. This is very easy. Again, please be careful on the IDs that you are using. Using the wrong ID will ruin your code or the result. Okay, so students, that is your final exam. You can send your work until 12 midnight. Okay, until 12 midnight only. I will not accept work that will be sent tomorrow. Okay, tonight I will finish all your scores, all your grades, and then I will send it tomorrow to the office. So I will not accept work that will be sent tomorrow. And again, students, this is your final exam. Okay, so please do this activity so that you will get scores also. Okay, so this is our last class also for this semester. I'm looking forward to seeing you all again and teaching you all again next semester. Hopefully face to face, but let's see about that. Okay, hopefully face to face. Okay, can we take a photo first because this is our last meeting? I just want to have a remembrance. Alice, Satang, and Firm, can you open your cameras? Everybody. Trikanya, Grace, let's take a photo. Ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, one more. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay, students, so that's it. I will see you again next time. Always stay safe. Okay, stay at home for now. As much as possible, don't go out. Okay, have a nice day, everyone. Enjoy the weekend. Goodbye. See you.